Hello and good evening, one and all. Welcome to oNiD. A bit of a different one tonight. We actually have faces and cameras, and you actually get to see us. It's a bit scary for most of us, isn't it, guys? Good evening. Welcome to the what I'm hoping is the first of many little impromptu conversations that we potentially have planned for the future. One of which being quite significant this evening because we've got a quite exciting announcement. We'll get onto that in due course, along with a wonderful review of the season 1 that we've had here at oNiD. But joining me, it's a pleasure to have you both, gentlemen. Johnny and Ben, good evening to you both.
Good evening.
How are we doing? It's good to see you on camera. You don't usually get to see you a lot often, apart from in your virtual race cars.
Yeah, it's probably for the best, to be honest.
It is. It's yeah.
Look at this, beautiful lot. Look at all of us.
It's like, and yes, I am alive, Ben. Thank you. I do have Twitch chat in the background. Thank you for pointing out I'm actually alive today. Just about.
It's like the Brady Bunch is on stream.
That's been quite nice, actually.
Where are they? I don't know where they are. Where's the Brady Bunch? I don't know what you're talking about. So let's kick things off then. Season 1 been absolutely amazing, isn't it, guys? We've kicked it off with we've left SGP. We said thank you very much. It's been absolutely fantastic. But your initial first thoughts on that partnership that has unfortunately now ended, but we've still somewhat good terms, especially with a couple of our kind of feeder communities, Racing Stronger, still being involved with us as well. But it's been quite a busy season 1, hasn't it? Now we've over to SimGrid.
Yeah, it was a tough decision to go from SGP over to SimGrid, obviously with Adam being a long-standing member of oNiD, and that was a really tough decision. But ultimately, it was a decision that we made together as a team. You two were involved in the conversations, and we decided to go a new route, and it coincided with I had this idea of doing. Instead of just releasing stuff on a whim like we had done, it was like, right, let's put it into a season. And I know, Ben, you were a big fan of it, weren't you? It was let's do this season, so we release everything all at once, everything runs within the same time period, and we launch this season. And season 1 was, because of the move, we kind of brought it back a little bit. We had like 2 or 3 championships, main championships, throwing a few socials in, and it's turned out really well, and season 1's been fantastic. So many people involved. We had a great endurance race in the middle of it as well, and it was really good. And it was just something that we needed to give it a go, and it was successful. And season 2 is fast approaching, which we'll get to later.
Yeah,
and it's going to be bigger and better, so it's going to be great.
Absolutely. And Ben, from your point of view as well, I know we've worked quite a lot on the creative side of things, and the trailer that we have made, spoiler alert, there's another trailer for season 2.
There's always trailers.
Part of your kind of creative input as well, I think, is absolutely astounding that we can do this sort of stuff and make it really interactive and fun for the folks watching at home.
Yeah, and that was kind of one of the moves to seasons, because we found that we couldn't predict when we were going to bring things out so much. So not only was it a little bit all over the place for people who were racing in the community, like we couldn't really direct them towards things quite easily enough. Like it could be the ACC has ended, but AC is still going, but they want to do AC, this sort of thing. So batching them together just made a lot more sense. Also for me and you with the creative stuff, obviously batching them together makes it easier as well. Until we start getting messaged going, can we have this sort of stuff for a social? Yes, you can. Yes. But it's and it means people can forward plan a little bit better.
Yeah, absolutely.
If they know when things are starting.
Yeah. I think a lot more of it is the certainty of we know what's going to be happening in oNiD, but also gives us that flexibility to do things in and out of the season as well, especially with our one-off events that we do include in the season, but we've also got some fantastic one-offs coming up in between the season as well. It gives us that flexibility to just have a bit of fun and keep it a bit dynamic and different. So I'm using all the fancy words today. It's dangerous. My head's about to explode, I think.
I was going to say you'll fall over in a minute.
Yeah.
I'll fall over and whack my head again like I did my points.
It's a good job you're here, actually.
I know
it's a good job you're here, because last night you were really poorly and you couldn't do the IMSA stream. And if you couldn't turn up tonight, I was going to keep your name on. Me and Ben were going to do it, but I was going to keep your name and just put a picture of Darren Anderson up because he's a proper bloke.
I want to say, I want to call you a really naughty word that I shouldn't on stream.
On the button. That is on the button.
Oh, I love you guys. Um, speaking of season one, it's been a fantastic season, as I've mentioned. Should we do a quick rundown on what we've been up to in season one and what the where we are? Because we still got, bearing in mind, we are still in the middle and latter stages of the final week of season one. We've still got the AMs tomorrow, which is going to be streamed live on oNiD with Trinket Tatas and Sam, I do believe. I should really know that off by heart. And then yeah, I know, right? And then the final round will be of the GT3 Championship on Sunday night, and that will be season one done. That's all over.
We will.
Put it in the past. It's been, and we then look forward to season two. But we can tell you that we've had the sadly it hasn't had it streamed, but we have had the conclusions of the MX5 Sprint Championship and the oNiD IMSA Championship. Which of course we do lovingly call this this community member the alien in AC. It is Mr. Alfie Bevan taking the win there for the championship. Fantastic performance from him. Majority of the wins are all bar maybe one of the weeks. Round 5 he had a pretty torrid week there. 7th was his worst finish. Being his worst finish, and out all the other rounds, only 3rd place being his worst finish. 1st, 2nd, and 3rd for every other round. Johan Karolzak is there in 2nd place, and Ash Hill brings it up in 3rd. But it's been a very action-packed IMSA Championship, sprint racing at its finest, and one-make racing, which is always entertaining to see on the stream. From your guys' points of view, I'm not sure if you guys were involved very much in the oNiD sprint. Johnny, was you racing in that one? I can't recall.
I didn't participate myself, but it was from what I saw, there was plenty of people involved in it, and the feedback I got from the championship was it was really good. You know, decent sized grids every week, and the action from what I did see on stream was just ridiculous. You know, the MX5s, they're the same. If you watch the IMSA MX5s, I think it was famously last year at
Daytona?
Or was it Laguna Seca? I was thinking the one where the guy ended up on his roof.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and it's like it's just mad. It's just a mad championship, and it brought that same mentality and that same package to oNiD, and I think everyone had a really, really good time, and I'm sure it will be back in 2020.
Sure, yeah, because it will be at some point.
It's what the second or 3rd time we've done MX5s as a champ, and we've done quite a few socials and things. They're always very enjoyable to drive. People really like them. It always fills up. So, you know, people keep on turning up. We'll keep on putting it on at some point. So, yeah, really good.
We've got options with the MX5s as well, because you've got them on AC, you've got them on iRacing. You even got them on Race Room. Not that we do any Race Room anymore, and not many people do, but there is options across what platform we put it on, and it seems to bring people to that championship wherever we put it. So it's
iRacing.
Yeah, I knew you were going to say that.
Not yet.
Just because I want the Clios. Anyway.
No, they are
we'll
fun.
get to Clios soon. Just chill.
Just soon. Spoiler alert. Anyway, we'll say fantastic result for Alfie. Congratulations on that championship win. We hope to see you back for the next season of AC Racing, which we are going to announce this evening. The IMSA Championship, however, again has...
Well, Johnny, you would say
awesome.
that. You would say that.
It was awesome, and I'll tell you why it was awesome. I'll do the rundown of IMSA because it was brilliant. It was a fantastic championship. It was the first time the AMS2 had released the new LMDH cars and the new updated GT3. So me and Andy thought, why not? We'll throw them in the championship. Fantastic series of racing. We went all over the globe with the tracks. We did some tracks that people had never heard of, like Termas de Rio Hondo, which was unfortunately a round I missed, which is one of my favourite tracks on AMS2. Really, really great track in Argentina. And it was just a really, really good championship, well attended, and it was such good fun. And Zach Finney run away with that championship didn't run away with it in the end. Alfie put up a really, really tough battle. I got messed up a little bit with an 8th place finish in round 1 yesterday, which kind of put him on the back foot. But Alfie did come 2nd in the LMDH class with Zach winning it, and our very own Enduro Dad, who's in the chat, finishing 3rd. And then GT3s was not as many GT3s in the class, but we had some really, really close battles.
You finished 2nd?
Yeah.
And I did finish 2nd overall. I did finish 2nd. Beating Petter. I had to beat Petter in both races last night, and I didn't beat him in the first one. but I managed to win the second race last night to make sure I finished second. But Wout Weghorst, Marco, as people might know him on Discord, absolutely
Rapid.
run away with that class. I think he won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 races compared to my 2. And I think Sam got a win. He was a late joiner. Sam Grant got a win yesterday. So it was a good win for him. But he ran away with the championship. I was second, and then Petr Jelinek third. But some really good racing. Some racing, in particular, between myself and Ricky Sim. And Ricky's been around in oNiD for many years. He's raced with us for nearly 3 years. Had some fantastic racing. And Hydra was the surprise package of it all. He had so much pace over one lap, and then would just have the unluckiest races. He'd like qualify on pole. He qualified in race 2 yesterday. He qualified on pole. We were like, where did that come from? And then he bogged off the start, and everything went wrong. And I think he pitted 3 times in the race, and it was only a 30-minute race. So he has the most unfortunate. I got robbed. There you go. He's in the chat. Skill issue. I got robbed. But that was a fantastic championship.
And a big shout out for Zach. I know looping back to the LMDH stuff, but Zach's pretty much been in oNiD since near the start somewhere, right?
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure that's his first championship win. So cracking stuff.
Yeah, because he's raced in every AMS2 championship, but it's always been Trinket that's beat him to the punch.
Trinket.
Yeah, Trinket.
Good old Trinket.
Trinket. What you do? We love him really. So that's the two leagues that are finished for season 1. Which, as we said earlier on at the start, we still have the SimHound AMS challenge still to come tomorrow night, and that's still going to be a deciding round for some drivers. But just looking at the results through the table, I think, if I'm thinking correctly, in the GT3 amateurs, Andrew Broom looked to have sealed the championship. There's a 50-point prize for a win, and I'm not in. I do believe it only goes by the feature race, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's right.
To finish. So with 208 points compared to Max Farrell's 173. I think we can safely say that Andrew Broom has secured the amateur challenge GT3 amateurs win there for the amateur. Sorry, I'll say that again. I think Andrew Broom has won the amateur split of the SimHound Amateurs Challenge for season 1. The rest of the positions are. I got there in the end. All right.
I was just laughing at Ben.
What's he done?
This is where Aiden has to try and figure out how to use the SimGrid standing screen.
I haven't been on there for ages. I have no reason to. I do now, but Max Farrell and Sebastian Arnhem second and third in the GT3 amateur split. Still going to be fighting. There's only about 20 odd points between those two, so anything's still up for grabs, including fourth and fifth. So Andrew Broom will say safely, congratulations, championship winner there. And then the GT3 beginners split, very much all still to play for. Ray Sean Thompson, Terry Williams, and Ivan Tarabanov, all within 7 points of each other, the first, second, and third. So it will go down to the final deciding race on tomorrow night. So be sure to tune in and watch that race unfold. And again, further down in fourth and fifth, only a few points away, and it's really tightly packed all the way down to pretty much 7th position, from all the way down to Baton for Toei. So, all still to play for in the beginners, and I'm sure they'll be very entertaining to watch in the evening. And Trinket de Tas, along with Sam Grant, will be bringing you all the action live on oNiD for the deciding round of the SimHound Amateurs Challenge of Season 1. And again, fantastic racing from all in that series. It's always been the feature series for those who are just starting to get into sim racing, maybe also not been in sim racing for a while but have previously done it, want to get back into it. And it's just a nice way to reintroduce people into the league, and that's what it's really been there for. And boy oh boy, it's packed a punch. It's blew well above its weight on multiple occasions of the racing it's had.
Just want to quickly shout out the Rolling Thunders in the chat.
Hey!
Legends.
What a legend.
Legend is in the chat.
He's
OG himself.
Yeah,
Dave Wood
get the
can
salutes
get in the
out.
Yeah, absolutely. And Dave Wood can get in the bin. I'm going to ban him.
Oh, absolutely. Just ban him already. Before he even said that, he needs a ban.
Really say he was a man. Um,
Shall I
yeah,
tackle the GT3 Championship, Aidan? Because this one is
yes.
really going to
Please,
hot up.
please, for the love of God.
This is really going to hot up. We've got a double point finale on Sunday.
Yeah.
100 points for the winner up for grabs. In 3 classes, we've got a Pro, Silver, and M class. Christian Klessig is currently leading the way for the pros, with Marco Knaus in second. Klessig's got 237 points, with Knaus got 180. So that double pointer is really big this weekend. 100 points on offer. Boromechkov's also there. He's not too far behind. Unless them two have big issues, Ivan could, in theory, mathematically win the title, as well as James Cowley as well. So there is some big points on offer there, and a big chance for anyone to win the championship in pro. Surprisingly enough, Jonathan Seville entered the GT3 championship, and he's not going to win it for the first time, I think, in oNiD history. He's not going to win it, but he has missed a few rounds. So unfortunately for Johnny, he's not going to be at the top of the leaderboard. But in silver, it's the same kind of situation, with Matt Holman, Sweat.
How's he in silver?
Because he sandbagged galore.
That's appalling behaviour.
Absolutely moaned and moaned and moaned about the Mustang, but he's still leading the championship in silver from his Racing Stronger teammate.
We need to have a look at that.
And Giannis Papaventis as well. They all could win the championship. It's really close. In the silver class, there's great people. I'm down in 8th, and I can't win it for love nor money, so that's not going to happen. And then in AMS, it's really, really close. Currently, Shane Broad and Ralph Vest are currently tied on 158 points going into the last round, with Ryan Davis on 156, Alex Parkin on 149,
Whoa.
Ben Royal on 144, Declan Brogan on 142, Dennis Cometto on 140. So anyone in the top 7 can win the championship in the AM class on Sunday. A wet and fairly dark Imola, so that's going to be an interesting last round, and I'm really looking forward to it. Aidan, you're back for this week, aren't you, I believe?
I am indeed. Yes, I am. Got a weekend free. Was to be in Donington, but with health being the way it is, I've decided not to go there this weekend. So I'll be happily watching the British Grand Prix, and I'll be jumping on for a bit of commentary with the final round to round up season 1. Yeah,
it will be the last one of season 1, which will be the end of season 1.
That's a scary thought, to be fair, because it seems to be. It's been a long time in the build up to it. We've really put our heads together, bashed our heads together, really, on multiple occasions to try and get everything across the line and figure out what we want to do. So a lot of love and sweat and tears has got into it, and it has been fantastic, and especially with the move now to SimGrid and the wonderful support they've been, we've seen player growth exponentially grow. You know, we've hit 4,000 members on Discord now, haven't we? So that's also a big milestone that we've had within season 1. Your thought? I know I've said over and over again, it's been a well attended and reasonably high sign up season, but was there any other thoughts you wanted to add for season 1 before we say goodbye and hello season 2?
I think Ben should do the rundown of the awesome endurance race that we had.
Yes. Well, it was awesome for many people who took part, apart from me and Matt, who had a bit of a mare. But
me and Hydra didn't have much better.
No, that's true. At least we didn't finish second last or whatever, I guess. But we had the Donington 6 hours, which was short quality, limited tyre sets, dry weather as well. We had 30 something cars start, was it? I can't remember.
Yeah,
34
cars started. So we had a few drop out on the week, but that was signed up full until a couple of days before. It was excellent as always with all the endurance events. It's all live streamed. It's all live stewarded. Because we hate ourselves, and that's what we really like doing on the weekends, is stewarding things.
Even now we're going to do it for other people. Now we're kind of pimping ourselves out to do.
I know, we're pimping ourselves out for other people, and sure, at some point in this stream we are going to talk about more admin stuff. So, but it was good to see quite a few new cars on the grid. It was our first endurance event on SimGrid. and it went just as well as we'd hoped, just as well as we were getting previously on SGP. So no server issues, nothing like that. 99% of people were well behaved. We won't talk about the 1% and the.
There's always one.
There's always one.
Always one.
Yeah. Maybe we should start like charging people who anyway, no. I'm not going to get into it. But yeah,
people.
No, for the people that break the rules. No, for the break the rules. If they break the rules, it's like slammed. You can pay for the server.
You know that 4,000 member. It's just gonna.
There'll be 4 of us left.
Yeah, it's not time penalties. It's like a charity race. It's not time penalties anymore. It's pound penalties. But no, seriously, we love doing these. We've been doing them for pretty much as long as oNiD's been going. The second that we could do an endurance race, we did one. And we'll talk about that later on. Or I'll talk. I could talk for hours about all the endurance stuff, so I'll talk about something that we're going to talk about later. We'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
Enduros are your baby. You can talk to your heart's content.
Yeah, there is one in. There's already. You already know about one. The Barcelona 12 is already out there, and do you want to talk about that before we get into season 2?
Yeah, well, I was actually going to do a bit on. I was going to do a little bit just on what's already been released for season 2, because obviously the endurance race has already been released, and what the change to that endurance race is going to be. We made it today and did announce it early on today that there is going to be a slight change to that endurance race. And also I was going to talk about the socials that have just been announced as well. We've got a couple of socials headed up. So we'll get cracking into the socials first and foremost, because we have got some pre-season 2 socials next week. We start on Monday. We have the awesome, this is going to be chaotic and I can't wait, the 90 minutes of Anglesey in a Citroen C1. Whose idea was that?
It was, I think, it was, I want to say Chris Overstreet. I'm probably wrong.
Of course it was. It probably was.
We didn't need to guess that.
No. I think it was. It was that, or it was oNiD Ben. oNiD Ben Myatt. Oh, blame Alfie.
Blame Alfie. Yeah, okay.
Oh, okay. Got you. Alfie
I would say go and sign up for it, guys, but it's already full. 35 people are going to be taken to Anglesey. If you have never watched or seen Anglesey Circuit, I know Posper do it in the Enduro car. They do their 24 round there, Ben, don't they, in the round Anglesey? And if you do watch any Enduro car, they go there, and it's in real life, and it's a ridiculous circuit on an island.
I don't get how you can even fit cars around that circuit. At some point, it's insane.
Anything bigger than a Citroen C1, you're pretty knackered.
Yeah, exactly. Anything GT3, no. What space? What track space that you're talking about? It's just Monaco on an island, basically. At some points, it's absolutely insane. So nice, small, narrow cars with very narrow track will be very interesting. And as I said to these guys before we went live, I just feel like it's going to be me punching myself in the face for 90 minutes. But
you didn't say face.
No, you didn't say face.
Stream, so
pretty sure you said something about punching yourself in the dick.
Wow, okay. I didn't say it, folks. And if we're doing this up, well, who know? That's me trying to be responsible for Twitch, but sure, that goes out the fucking window.
You two manage Twitch. I ruin it.
Yeah. We should have thought of that when we brought you along, really. No,
anyway, moving on from Anglesey, that's our Monday social. We then head to Tuesday. We've got a social, not on AMS2. We're heading back to ACC for a GT4 social. 2 30-minute races around Zandvoort. If people want to get involved, there is still 30 spots available for that. 20 people have signed up already. That's going to be great fun.
That's a big grid.
It's going to be
50 open slots.
Yeah, we'll try and if we could get anywhere near 50, anywhere near 50 at GT4s on Zandvoort, that would just be incredible. The racing would be ridiculous. But Phil, go and get yourself signed up to that. And then we have got a very special social on Thursday. At 7 o'clock, the Jeff Rupp Memorial Cup. So Jeff Rupp was a part of our amateur challenge for the last couple of seasons. He was a really nice guy from America. Loved playing music, Ben. We kind of resonated with him, and he was always aware that He was not long for the world. He did have an illness, and unfortunately, a few weeks ago, as you may have seen on Discord, he passed away. So we are actually running a memorial race for him. It's run by the Amateur Series guys, with Parkin and Lindblom and Dave Wood and people like that all going to be running that. And then, but it is open to anyone to come and race. Every car is available. Every GT3 car, sorry, is available, and we're going to be racing around Watkins Glen for a 75-minute race. Going to be a bit of fun, just in his honour. I think Stevie said he's going to stream it as well. I think there'll probably be a bit of live stewarding if we've got the manpower for it. Going to be a bit of fun. I'm in the Porsche, which is going to be hilarious. Ben, you're in the 650.
Yeah, I've gone mad.
Yeah,
Oh, dear Lord.
like so. You can go in any car in GT3. So yeah, just get yourself signed up for that one and just give the guy a really good send off. The oNiD way is what we do. So, and then that ends the socials we have. Obviously, the Xbox guys are starting their championships coming up there to kind of do their own thing. They've got a couple of socials set up and they kind of stay without a season 2, but they've got some really good stuff heading kind of their way on the console stuff. They've got their Dawn Till Dust championship, which starts in a couple of weeks. They've got a multi-class championship that starts as well. So they've got some really good stuff going on for you console lovers out there. Obviously, SimGrid releasing the console seasons last week was massive. It broke SimGrid.
Yeah.
Literally broke SimGrid. So many people decided that they were going to race on console, on Xbox. It's basically SimGrid's version of LFM for consoles, powered by G Portal. It works really well. I was part of the early testing with it, and so was our Xbox guys, you know, Extreme Beef and Krabby Hydra and Zoc, and they're all involved in it. And yeah, it just went massive. So we're seeing numbers come across from that, because the good thing is that these people go and do very much like LFM. You can go and do some daily racing. You can do what you want to do and race at a time that suits you. But then actually, if you want a bit of league racing, you can pop up into SimGrid and go and see who's doing console racing. I know there's us and TSRC who do it really well, and we seem to have fantastic numbers each week. And there is a nice crossover with TSRC. There always has been, obviously because of the history of when it used to be OTL and we used to race there. So it's a nice little crossover. You get the same kind of group in both. And it's managed really well. Beef does a really good job with his team of managing that, and really good numbers. And who'd have thought you can get nearly 50 drivers on a grid on console nowadays, which is absolutely ridiculous. With the cross-play, it's just absolutely incredible. And then, Ben, obviously the last thing that has been released, we've already released for Season 2, is the endurance race. I'll let you do a bit of talking about that and the decision we've made today, and it's been announced.
Yeah, so unfortunately, but originally when we came up with so I'm actually gonna start with a bit of a moan. Actually,
go on, do it. I love a moan.
This is why we don't usually follow votes on Discord. This is the perfect example, because we go, what do you want to do? And people go, oh, we want multi-class, and it's like, fantastic. All right, we'll do a multi-class endurance race for you. We put up the Barcelona 12 hours. And 2 teams signed up to the other class. Both of them oNiD teams. And 24 out of 24 GT3s were nearly instantly filled. So, it's going to be single GT3. It's already been updated. You can go and sign up. In future, be wary. If we might be a bit bolshy on the Discord. If people go, you don't do multi-class stuff anymore, and we go, it's because you don't fucking sign up to it.
Yes, first F-bomb, by the way, class.
That's not. It's a second.
Second. Yeah.
So you can clip this, and you can clip this and show it to people when we get the argument on Discord about why we don't do multi-class stuff. Obviously, we're super happy. We know it's going to fill up. Like, we're so proud of the stuff that we do around the endurance races and the standard that we have, that we just have more and more people who keep on coming back. And we've had questions about, when will more GT3 slots get opened up? Well, knock yourself out. It's still going to be a fantastic event. There's some special rules and things with it. 12 hours of Barcelona is nothing to be sniffed at. It's
Great race.
an easy but challenging track in many ways. Very easy to make a mistake, as I can attest to in the last Catalonia race that I did, the last Catalonia endurance that I did, where I totaled the car. So yeah, we're just really looking forward to that one. So it's the end of July. It's always nice to have these kind of special events to bring everyone together, and we do get a really good turnout in the races on stream, and it's always nice to. It's also nice for the admins as well. Those that don't race get to have a nice day stewarding, I guess, and streaming, and we all love it. So we all love it.
Commentating.
Yeah.
Cool. Awesome.
Right, I'll try. No more f-bombs from me. I don't promise. Actually,
I don't think we can guarantee Johnny won't say anything.
No. Should we have a look at the season 2 stuff then?
I think we've been gassing long enough about season 1.
we've been waffling. So
we've been waffling. Let's
Here you
give
go.
the people what they came for, folks. This is season 2. Hello to all of the oNiD community racing members. Season 1 is now almost over. 8 weeks of jam-packed racing across multiple sims has led us to one of the most successful periods of the oNiD racing community. Congratulations to all the championship winners, and thank you to all of you for your wonderful support. We are now very excited to announce oNiD Season 2 and a jam-packed schedule of racing to come over the next 8 weeks, starting on the 15th of July 2024. To kick off the week, Racing Stronger takes their place on Mondays with their Racing Stronger Championship. A big change for Assetto Corsa on a Monday night as we see trucks take the place of Mazdas for yet another one-make championship. On Tuesdays, AMS2 returns with the British Clubman Cup racing from Genetic Cup cars and Clio Cup cars. Assetto Corsa returns to oNiD Community Racing on a Wednesday night, bringing you the Formula Estonia Championship. The SimHound Amateur Series retains its Thursday night slot, bringing you fantastically close racing, geared for those who are new to sim racing and the oNiD community. Friday night sees the return of the Friday Night Racing League, one-make racing on Assetto Corsa Competizione, rotating each week. No 2 weeks will be the same, one-make championship with a range of cars lasting throughout Season 2. Our Sunday Night Racing League for Season 2 will be the oNiD Multiclass Team Cup. Multiclass racing based on teams of drivers. Watch out for team tactics, team orders, and fantastic multiclass racing with GT3 and GT4 classes. Our one-off events for Season 2 takes us to Barcelona in ACC for the 12 Hours of Barcelona, and to the streets of Long Beach for the AC F3 Grand Prix. oNiD Season 2, starting on the 15th of July, 8 weeks worth of racing across multiple platforms and simulators. Be sure to get yourself signed up before spaces are taken. Well, every time I listen to that video, even though I cringe at my own voice, it does fill me with excitement. Folks, Season 2, you're first to hear it, officially announced. And we've got a absolutely amazing lineup of plans coming up. We're going to go through them and just touch base on what's going to be happening day by day. Who's going to kick off? We just agreed who's going to kick off whilst the video was running.
And he's instantly forgot.
I just completely forgot. Of course I have.
You do Monday AC. I'll do Monday ACC.
Thank you, dear. So we'll kick off with the Monday. We'll kick off with the Monday AC, shall we? Yes, we are heading to trucks AC. Oh my! We teased it with the current cohort of the MX-5 drivers by saying it's going to be a big change, or we've got a big announcement coming, and we literally mean big. So we're going truck racing for Season 2. I have been notified by the wonderful Ben Myatt with a message. Thank you, Ben. The finale of the, just to note, it is going to be some circuits, but the finale of the truck racing will be a double points oval race, and there will be pro and AM class championships as well, and an overall as well as an overall championship. But big trucks, big tracks, and I'm sure big exciting racing will
You're
follow.
gonna make me change Mondays, aren't you? You're gonna make me. You're
I'm
gonna
not-
make me
I'm
drop ACC.
Double point oval race.
Sounds
Double
great.
point oval race.
Wow.
Bump draft.
I know it's going to be absolutely amazing, and the folks that I've been as part of the discussions with the AC crew about Mondays, and it genuinely fills me with excitement to see trucks on a Monday night, and we cannot wait to bring that to you. And it's going to be amazing. We've got some fantastic tracks lined up as well. And yeah, I'll be streamed, of course, by myself and Mr. My first favourite. Depends who's Chris is listening. One of my favourite Americans in the oNiD server. Myself and Dominic Barut will bring you all the action on Monday nights on Twitch for the AC truck season.
And then also on a Monday, we have the excitement for this, and the amount of messages that me and Matt Holman have got in the last few weeks is ridiculous. But the RS GT3 Championship is back on a Monday. We are heading to the Summer Challenge. Lots of people love the RS Mondays. It is a total sweat fest, as Ben will attest to.
Yep.
It is disgusting, the standard that's in there, and the people that race in there. It's very, very quick. But again, it's going to have classes. We're going to have evaluation races that people will need to attend to be put in the correct classes. And then we head for a solid 6 rounds, visiting such tracks as Imola, Kyalami, Red Bull Ring, Indianapolis, Zandvoort, and then finishing at the mighty Brands Hatch. GT3s on ACC, going to be cracking. The guys are really excited. I've already had Johnny L going, yes, it's back. And it's good to partner up with RS again, because obviously me and Matt are heavily involved in the RS stuff. And have been made co-owners with Adam Ely as well, so that's really good. And we're going to have some more news on RS as well as we go through the week, as we go through it. But really good. Looking forward to this one. Looking forward to watching it on stream as well. It'll be streamed by Habibo and Trinket Detas as usual on the Racing Stronger Twitch channel.
Absolutely. That's it for Monday, so we're going to move on to Tuesdays now with the AMS2 League that we've set up. I know. Exciting. Johnny's getting excited, you can tell. God, I'll let you get stuck into this one, Johnny. Go on.
Oh, I'm so excited by this one. So excited. We are back for AMS2 on a Tuesday night, and we are going to do the British Clubman Cup. And we are using 2 fantastic cars. One of them is a mod. If you haven't used mods in AMS2, very simple to load on mods onto AMS2 using the new AMS2 content manager. And we're using the Project Cars 2 inspired Clio Cup car, which Ben will tell you how much fun that is. We used to have so much fun on Project Cars 2 using that. And we're also sticking it up against one of my personal favourites, the Ginetta Junior, which is going to be great. A little slow car that 12-year-olds seem to be able to drive, but I can't get a drive in. Fantastic cars, and we're heading to some really good tracks for 3 15-minute races, 3 20-minute races a night. We've got Brands Hatch Indy in there, Silverstone National. We're going overseas to the Watkins Glen Short, then back to Snetterton, Donington Park, Cadwell Park we're throwing in there. That can only be chaos. Alton Park, and then finishing at Monza Junior. Ben, we've done a race at Monza Junior in the Clios before. Was it like 3 corners? And just absolute chaos. 4 corners.
4 corners, and it's an absolute slipstream mess, is what it is. Yeah.
Yeah. You've got that really intricate bit off of the, like, turn 1. You go around the little hairpin and the chicane, and then it's just straight, which is going to be great. Looking forward to that. There's 20 spots available for that championship. If we get more than 20 people want to race in it, we may up it. We'll see. And just a side note, all these go live as soon as this VODcast is done. Yep. I will be sending these all live, and there will be a post on Discord. So make sure as soon as it's done, give me 10 minutes, and you will be able to sign up for whatever you want. But looking forward to that. We'll move on to Wednesday. And I'll do the Wednesday one because we've got a very special something happening on Wednesday, and we're going back to SGP.
Shh! Don't mention it.
I
think we got away with it.
I mentioned it one night. Let's not go there. But oNiD, as you know, are partners of Racing Stronger, and I was saying earlier, me and Matt Holman very much co-owners of Racing Stronger now. And there was a demand for a Wednesday championship on AC that we used to have previously. So we spoke to Adam. We were like, right, where do we want to put this? Because Racing Stronger is very much not platform. It's not fixed to one platform. It's across all of the sim racing world. If anyone knows about Racing Stronger and what we do, so we decided that we're going to head to SGP and support the guys over at SGP, and we're going for a 24 race championship in the Formula Estonias, with the main man Chris Overstreet running the show, with Alex Nikolakakis as well helping out. Formula Estonias are a mad car, and you could just see him in the background there. Real good fun. 3 races a night, 3 15-minute races. We're heading to Ottawa South. We're going to Norris Ring. Oh, could you imagine him at Norris Ring? Lots of short tracks, VIR South, Goria Thun, Biker Nikki, whatever it's called. We're going there, Barbagello, Tor Poznan, Troy Rivieres is the last round. So we've got 24 races across the 8 weeks. Going to be awesome. Great to have that Wednesday series back on AC and back to where it all started for us and where it still goes on for Racing Stronger. So a nice little mix and changing the platform up during season 2, which we're looking forward to. And I know Adam's really pleased to have an RS AC championship. So please give that one as much love as it deserves.
Awesome stuff. That rounds up everything for Wednesday. Thursday, still got the M's. Still here. Yep. Still here. Running their championship on a Thursday night. Again, live streamed on the Twitch channel. Brought to you by the Stevie Bain, wonderful Stevie B. And Stevie B, isn't it, on a Thursday night? It is. I'm not going mad. That's fine. Not yet, anyway. But they'll be back for season 2, and I believe it is just GT3s again, and a range of tracks. We've got a couple of evaluation races for that in the first instance. Week 1 and week 2, we'll see an evaluation race to determine the splits of the championship, determined on the driver's pace and the finishing position. So if you can do an evaluation race when you sign up, please do so. It'll be mighty helpful, and I do believe it's a precursor for actually racing in the 6-week championship, I do believe. Yep. I should know. Thank you for the positive affirmation there, guys.
I just want to say about the AMs, I'm pretty sure we're about to hit a year.
Yeah.
Of amateur series, Johnny.
No, 3.
No, of the amateur series specific.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, because it was July last year where we officially put it together with all the coaches and stuff, bringing together for the first one.
Yeah, it was the rookies before then, wasn't it?
And this is a big one for us, because obviously as people develop, they come out of the amateurs and then they go off, and we've seen endurance teams full of people who have come through the AMs. We've got teams on the Sunday, we've got races in the Sweatfest of Mondays with the Racing Stronger stuff, all of which have come through the AMs. So we have the biggest driver turnover from all our series in the AMs, and that's not a bad thing. That's because people keep on bloody signing up, getting too bloody quick, and then and getting up to speed and keep on doing it. So a big shout out to the guys that run that, because there's quite a few of them. I know Parkin's currently the main admin over there, but there's a lot of coaching and things. Like literally right now, they are doing coaching today ahead of the final round tomorrow. So big shout out to all of them.
They're absolutely amazing. They're worth their weight in gold plus more. So not only do you get league, but you also get the wonderful coaching support from the guys that want to give up their time for you guys. It's just absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, Dave Wood does his track guides as well, so you get a weekly track guide.
Watches them though.
It's because of his voice.
I know. I just turned it off after 10 seconds. I couldn't deal with it.
Wrong. No.
So that's coming back on a Thursday, and that's very much.
He's not here, so we can say what we want.
He's not here. So that's very much become a staple of oNiD now. It's just wonderful to see him back, and wonderful to see them back on our screens for Thursday night. Friday, that's a new. Well, it's not new. We've had Friday before, but One Make Championship Racing is back on oNiD, not just for a whole season. Weekly changes to what cars will be on a Friday night.
They did it. Did it a few seasons back.
It did a few
there's-
seasons back, but
Yeah, there's history.
there is history.
Yeah.
I do recall racing it, but to have a actual slot in our seasons
Yeah.
now, we can fill Fridays again. It's exciting time.
The history goes back 4 years, Ben.
Yeah. Are we having another history lesson here on the way
We
to
are.
oNiD? Okay.
Yeah. So this is how we started, Ben, wasn't it?
Yeah, Friday night.
Friday Night League. The Friday Night League is how it all started.
Yep,
So we'd have the same
single
thing.
mate cars.
Yep.
Random tracks.
It's been here for a long time and disappeared for a while and came back.
Yep.
It's great to see the Friday Night League back. The last time we did it was 2 months ago, 3 months ago maybe.
Yeah.
Was really good. The change of car keeps it fresh. Some people might be good at this week and not so good at this week, depending what car it is and track it is and the combos. And it went really well last time, and it's going to go really well this time. And with Rob and Jurian and Dave at the helm and Stevie B as well. So there's plenty of experienced heads there, and it'll be really good to get that back going.
Yeah, the Rhinos boys getting involved. Shout out to the old OG Rhinos community. Bring back race room. No, we're not bringing back race room.
Bring back race room. There's about 4 of us that want to race it.
So, yeah, it was, wasn't it? So they're still with us and they're still chucking they're helping as well. It's lovely to see them still be able to do that. And it just leaves a Sunday, which is our pretty much our future of the oNiD racing week, which is the Sunday Championship. It's team multi-class,
Yes.
which is exciting.
Yeah, we've done this before. We did the Team Cup back in 2023, the GT3, GT4, a specific set of rules. It was a really good championship last time. It was a Tuesday night, it was really well attended for a Tuesday night. It had live stewarding, so we thought, in conjunction with QRT, we're going to bring that back for season 2 as well. So a bit of a joint effort that we'd bring back the Team Cup with very similar rules of what we had from the first time around. So GT4, GT3 classes, 10-minute pit window in 60-minute races. GT3s are allowed to pit in the first 5 minutes. GT4s can pit in the second 5 minutes. All with live stewarding. 8 fantastic rounds, teams of 2. Mandatory driver swap in the races as well. There is a couple of 90-minute races in there. Great to have the QRT boys back up for this one.
Yeah.
We're going to some awesome tracks as well. We've got Laguna Seca in there, Zolder, Donny, Indy GP, Zandvoort, Monza, Spa, and Mazzana as well. So some tracks that we don't always go to, and there's some fan favourites in there with Spa and Monza and things like that. So it's going to be really good. I'm hoping to get as many teams as possible into that. There's 20 GT3 spots and 18 GT4 spots. But again, if it fills, we will increase it. We understand it's teams of 2, so the level of sign-ups might not be as much as what you'd get if it was a single driver event. So but yeah, really going to be good. I'm looking forward to that one. It's again going to be live streamed. Aiding yourself, you're gonna stream it with Tom, and it just brings something different. It's something different to what we usually do. The specific set of rules that we have for this championship. We're going to have success penalties as well, which is going to be awesome. Which I can't wait for that. So if you win, race 1, when you get to race 2, you're automatically going to have a 15-second penalty straight on your car. So when you do have to pit, you're going to have to take that penalty. We just saw it last time. Bring the pack back closer together, and it changed up the winners each week and made it really close right until the end. So yeah, a lot of stuff going on with that one. Big rules, and it's going to be great. I'm looking forward to it. Just be nice to be able to get some GT4s on track as well, which we love GT4s as a group. Not many people do, but it'll be great to see a good amount of GT4s on the track and racing. I'm going to be back in the Ginny, so I'm looking forward to sending the Ginny around some of these tracks, which is going to be good fun. But yeah, I can't wait to get that going. Which kind of leads us nicely into that's what a week looks like in season 2. That's what we're going to be doing for the next 10 weeks. We've got plenty going on, but we have got some big special events, Ben, haven't we? Some really big ones.
Yeah, so we've talked about Barcelona 12 hours on ACC, so I'll let that one I'll start swearing again, but no, we'll leave that one.
It's turning green. Oh my god.
Yeah. Now it's not gonna be ready. It's not getting released at the same time as the season, I don't think. But we also have one more special event. So we've actually got 2 special events this season, and the second one is on AC. It is F3s at Long Beach. So, and we're doing. I know some of the admins who can see behind the scenes will know we're looking at doing something a little bit special for it. So me and Trinket are busy.
Oh yeah.
You will be.
Yeah. So we're a little bit busy at the minute, but if it all comes together and we can do it in a way that we want to do it, I just can't wait for that one. Long Beach is just such a good track, and watching the Indy cars go around there is just phenomenal. So keeping it out of the wall, keeping it out of the fountain is the main thing. Obviously F3s will be slightly different, so you get a little bit about the same levels of grip as an Indy car around there, but just a little bit slower, so it should be and they can follow each other pretty damn close around there as well. So
a little rocket shot,
absolute basically. Little rockets. And the hellish pit entry is just a 90-degree angle. But yeah, so
bad.
So obviously, other Ben, AC Ben as he's called, and the team have been putting together. There's a whole list of ideas. It's bloody difficult just getting an answer out of them over what's next, because they have so many good ideas for stuff. We could do them every week.
I do know there is one very special thing for Long Beach.
What's that?
There is a safety car.
There is.
Who's
do you
doing
know
that?
who's going to be at the wheel of the safety car? Oh yeah!
For fuck's sake.
Fuck's sake.
I'm going to be the safety car.
Can't we get Adam to do it?
Safety car. No.
He was hilarious when he did it for the Racing Stronger race.
Just don't do what you did on the AC NASCAR one, where you decided to crash the safety car, Johnny, okay? Just don't do that.
I can't promise anything.
It's the streets that.
It also depends what car I fancy doing it in as well.
But
for the love of God, be sensible.
Just to say, the ace, when that comes up, we will have to prep people for when that's going to get released, because the last couple of AC specials, like the oval racing and things like that, just fill up like immediately, and that we are limited on those, unfortunately, on grid size because of the capacity of AC. So if you're interested, make sure you've got the AC role on Discord, and get ready for that one, because it will be on SG soon, and you'll want to be signing up to it. And obviously, if you can't make it, don't sit in the event and just wait not to turn up. Just get out of it. Make sure people are aware that there's a space. Because those ones, we have a really good crowd of people that join for those events, and it's a pleasure watching them. And we will obviously have a live stream and things. I'm not sure who's doing that yet. Aiden, are you doing that one?
Probably me.
Might be me and you again.
Might be me and you. That'll be nice.
Yeah.
We'll go for it.
Yep. So really looking forward to that one.
Indeed.
And I think probably, Ben, now's the time to announce something quite cool.
So we don't usually do this.
We don't, but I think
I'm too excited.
You were so excited. Yeah. We were really excited about this. And just to put it out there, this is in line with the seasons, but outside of the seasons as well. So it is something that's going to be. We hope you're going to enjoy as much as we're looking forward to it. I can guarantee there's only one of them I'm not going to race.
Yeah, because we'll
see which one.
Yeah, we'll see which one immediately he's not going to race. But there is one that me and Johnny are going to race, and we'll talk about that in a minute. So let me just get this up. You ready? You ready?
Let's go.
Here we go.
I might have to repeat this trailer and put it on twice, but I don't know. We'll put it on later as well. Enjoy.
Yeah.
So who can tell which one I'm not doing?
So, gents, tell us a little bit about these. Of course, these are very further future plans, but they will be happening. And exciting times.
We although people might not think this looking at us, but we do actually forward plan a lot of stuff. So
massively.
we forward plan a lot of enduros ahead of time, and I just got a bit carried away this week and decided that I wanted to do logos for them all because I was so excited that I'd actually finally got all the dates confirmed. So yeah, you can probably guess which one Johnny's not going to do, which will be Nords. So Johnny's doing the stream or stewarding or something.
Actually, I'm probably punching myself in the dick.
Because that'll be more fun. It'll be more fun than what I'm going to be doing in it. But we'll start with Watkins GT3, 8 hours. That'll be part of season 3. Actually,
Nords will as well.
Nords will as well.
Yeah.
So they will be within season 3. We wanted to announce them now, but so you can put the date in your calendars. But they will turn up on SG. We're not going to put them up 5 months in advance like we've done before because people forget and all sorts of stuff. So
we'll probably, as soon as Barcelona is done, open the sign-ups
yes,
shortly after.
Yes,
for
exactly.
Watkins, and when Watkins is done, we'll do Nords. So.
Yeah. So Watkins to start with the GT3s. Then we're doing Nords. Now we wanted to do it VLN style with multiple classes, so we've got a couple of different. We haven't gone for every class because that would be ridiculous, and also 80 cars on Nords is a bit chundery on a lot of people's machines, so we do recognise that it's not ideal for server and people's computers. So what classes have we got on that, Johnny? Remind me.
So we're going to do 20 GT3s, we're going to do 20 GT4s, and I think the third class we decided was going to be Porsche Cup, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, we're going to do Porsche Cup as well. So, you're going to have for those who you are, well, you've all got to be mental to do Nords in the first place.
Especially the Porsche Cup car.
If you're in a straight jacket as we speak, yes, you'll go in the Porsche Cup car. If you're sensible, you'll go in the slower class and just trundle around. That's what I'd be doing. And then if you just are sweating the GT3, you can have a GT3 car.
If we don't get sign-ups for Porsche Cup because everybody's actually sane, we will swap it to something else, and we will. Or we might add it to the other classes. We might swap it round, but
yeah, if people
we
don't
know
sign
that people
up for
like the Porsche Cup cars.
If people don't sign up for Porsche Cup, I'm going to take everyone out of GT3 and put them in M2.
Johnny,
we should actually do that. For one of the races, when people don't sign up to a class, we should just swap the classes round and see if anyone notices until race day. That would be amazing.
You're supposed to retain members. You do know this, right?
So that's Nords. Obviously, if you don't sign up, we're not going to do it again. We've had so many people asking us for Nords, and the reason that we didn't do it was we're not super sweaty here at oNiD. It's more attracting all levels. We did a lot of events the first month. We did Learning the Nordschleife series, which was really well attended. But so many communities and things with running Nords, we didn't want to just do what everyone else was doing, so we continued with our rotation of things that we've been doing. But you guys obviously like the way we run things, so we've decided we're not doing 24 hours. I had to base it. How long has it taken me to even get a 6 hour, Johnny? Because I've wanted it for a while.
Well, we probably knew Nords was coming from late last year, and immediately I went, no, we're not doing the 24.
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
And it did take you a fair while to get me to agree to a shorter race. To be fair, I could guarantee I'd race it and love it, but the thought of driving around the green hell for more than 20 minutes hurts me.
And remember, we do race for all levels, so we will have things like racing line on and stuff for So you're not, because my brain fades in the middle part of that track. There's a certain piece of track in there, 5 corners worth, where I'm finding one of the walls every lap at some point because I just can't do it. So
the only bit I know is that bit towards the end. You know, that really long straight.
The really long straight, yeah.
Really long straight.
Yeah, we'll put some mobile chicanes in it for you.
Yeah, exactly.
And then brands.
Leave my bollards alone.
Yeah. Brands. I'll let you two talk about it in a sec, but just to say that I'd kind of wanted brands for a while, and Johnny had as well, because the first ever endurance race we did quite early on in oNiD, after a couple of months, wasn't it? It was a couple of us formally being. We did 4 hours of brands. It was one of our first big things on SGP, if not the first big thing. And we've always loved brands. It's been in nearly every championship we've done. Nobody ever does an endurance of it. So again, get those straight jackets out, because you're going to be sharing it. We're going to have me, Johnny and Dave are entering a founders team. So not only does that mean you're going to have to share a track at 3 a.m. with Johnny, that also means that we're leaving the organisation of it on the day to other people. So that's going to be really painful to let go of.
So I'm just going to put this out there to all the admins that are here. Be available.
Yeah.
You are fucking doing it.
Don't mess it up.
And if you don't volunteer, I will give you a fucking job to do.
So five F-bombs.
We'd kind of got into the routine of doing 124 a year. So we did Indy 24, then we did Indy 24 again because everyone loved it so much. Then this year we mixed it up and did Bathurst 24, which went surprisingly well, actually.
That was really good.
Went surprisingly well. And so brands. Not an endurance track, no, really, unless you're a British GT driver and you do 3 hours round there. Or do they do the 3 hours still? Yeah.
They do 3
hours. Is it 2?
No, it's two 1 hour races.
Is it 2 1 hours? Anyway, you don't really get many endurance races around there, so why not? We'll mix it up.
I would really like to do it in GT4, but I don't think we'd get the sign-ups.
No. And I think that was one of the things was GT4s we'd love to do them around there, but GT3s will be, because it would be a little bit, we think it'd be a little bit closer. Maybe we'll change our mind before, because then me and Dave can make Johnny drive the KTM.
Absolutely not. GT3, take it back. Ginetta or nothing.
Backtrack of the bloody century.
Sam can get out of chat. Multi-class at
Multi-class. You absolute lunatic.
Why?
That's the perfect example, look. That's the perfect example. We could do multi-class.
We could do GT4 and M2.
No, we're not doing that.
No,
You calm down.
You're right.
Look, I got you.
No, I'm going to finish the stream now, everyone. All right, so
I agreed to you can have Nords. At least let me have this.
We'll consider it, maybe. And I'll say you go to hell no. Anyway.
Hell no.
So anyway, that's just huge for us, and so that's why we kind of wanted to release these, because I know a lot of people wonder, what's coming up, and we give you a month and a half. We're giving you plenty of time to forward plan it, and then it will be out on SG. It will be basically when the next Enduro's over, the next one pops up.
And Ben,
unless it's close together.
You know, we finally made that move to SimGrid that we spoke about. Does that mean 2025 might bring an endurance championship?
2025 might. He's asking me this on stream, so I can't say no. We wanted to do it this year, but we decided to continue with the more individual but increasing the regularity of endurance events to see if we could deal with it. So yes, there is a possibility that there could be an oNiD endurance championship next season, or next year, not next season, next year. We'll weigh up the pros and cons of it.
I'm holding me to it.
But we will have a whole new rule set for it, so it allows for some drop rounds and things, and whether you can just do one event, you can come in and do it.
There is a couple of things on SimGrid that I can talk to you about afterwards that actually make it more feasible. So
so there's ways that we can do it. We want to make sure it says still. You see some champions. This isn't a slight against other places, but you can see in endurance championships that eventually at the end of a 5-race season that you're racing against 2/3 half the cars that you were at the start of the season. So that's what we don't want to end up. That's why we're happy with our endurance events, in that pretty much every single one has been filled up.
Yeah.
Or at least 90%, I think, is the minimum of sign-ups that we've had on each of them, on the slots available. So we want to make sure that just carries along. And if we can tie that into a championship, then fantastic, because then I can give Aidan a load of media stuff to do.
Yeah. In answer to Sam's question, Super Bowl, yes, maybe. I'm not sure yet. We are planning to do qualifying for the 12 hours on the Friday, but whether that includes Super Bowl, there is something I've got to work out first. But there will be a qualifying session the day before for the 12 hours and likely for the rest of them as well. But whether there'll be an actual Super Bowl, I'm not sure yet.
The only one where we might not is Nords. But one of the ideas is not having a Super Bowl for Nords and having an open track for 2 hours.
Yes.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
So it's like a practice session, except it's qualifying.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
that's the kind of angle I'm going down with Ben. I'll talk to you offline about this, but that's the angle I'm going down for all of our endurance events, only because there is a slight technicality from what we used to do before. But that's going to be good. I'm looking forward to all our endurance races. I always do. I think I've missed one. I think I missed Brands, which was our first ever one, which was part of the reason
it went so well. I think I've only missed... Have I missed one?
Yes, you missed...
I was on holiday or something.
Yeah. Oh, no, you were going to miss Donny, but then you didn't go on holiday.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just a masochist and I've done every one.
Yes, you have.
I'm the one that's missed Donny because I was ill. So.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I had the poorly bug, didn't I? Well, folks, that has been season 2. All announced. The videos, I'm presuming, will go up on our socials after this this stream has ended. This stream will be available to watch back as well, in case you've missed anything and want to re-listen to and see our wonderful mugs on stream. So, Johnny, I do believe you're releasing everything on SimGrid just after this stream is finished as well. So, folks, keep an eye out. Your pings on SimGrid will come in due course to sign up to the season 2 championships.
The trailer will be up in an hour or so, and then the Enduro trailer will be up tomorrow. And will also be added into the Enduro announcements as well, if you will.
Awesome.
Yeah, so, just a last touch on that as well. Everyone will have seen massive changes to Discord today, and I think we all agreed it looks so much better. Yeah. But it is really, really important that everyone goes and chooses the roles they want, because they are all tied into certain channels now. So if you want to see the endurance announcements, you need to have that endurance role. Same goes for ACC, AC, AMS2, and any other sim that we do stuff on. So yes, it is really important that you go and choose your roles. If you haven't done so, go and do them now.
Indeed, you have your opportunity. You've had your warning. It's up to you guys. It's been a pleasure to bring you this VODcast. Ben, Johnny, thank you so much for joining us. It's been an absolute pleasure to have you.
Maybe we'll do this again sometime.
Oh, yeah, actually, yeah. Oh. Touching on that, Ben.
Yeah.
Touching on that, before we go, one last thing. Who would like to see a fortnightly VODcast? Because me and Ben have had this idea of doing a VODcast once a fortnight, just to kind of review some of the stuff that's gone in this series, have a little chat about real life motorsport.
And the meme review. I want an oNiD meme review section every 2-4 weeks, something like that as well, because there are some absolute belters that come out.
We will also we will have guests. It'll be great to have some SimGrid guys on, Racing Stronger guys on, league admins on. But we are planning on doing a fortnightly VODcast, so stick with us. We will be back at some point doing this all over again.
Oh God!
Watch this space. Am I gonna have to do another logo? Cool.
Yeah. oNiD VODcast. So yeah, exciting times at oNiD. Folks, it's been a pleasure. Thank you all for joining. And once again, Johnny, Ben, thank you so much for your time this evening as well. It's been a pleasure.
Thanks, Aidan.
We'll leave you guys to it. Watch out for SimGrid and the notifications that I'm sure you're all bound to receive when the leaks do go live. It should go live this evening, Sir Johnny.
They're going live now.
They're going live now. Oh, here we go. Shall we stay on stream as they go live, shall we? Give us the...
It'll take about 20 minutes to load up, but yeah.
Okay. Never mind. We're not going to stay another 20 minutes.
Nope.
But But yeah,
Got things to do, man.
we got things. I know we got things to do. I've got life. I've got a bed to go to.
Don't
so I
lie.
still feel ill. No. Thank you, Benjamin. Folks, it's been a pleasure. We're going to sign off here. We'll hopefully be back in a couple of weeks, and we actually might be talking about stuff in real life with season 2 and real life motorsports and other stuff that might pop up. Keep an eye peeled. We'll be back, and we'll no doubt speak to you all again very, very soon. Take care and enjoy season 2. Take care and have a good one.
Thanks, guys. See you later.